Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about updates following practice in Japan. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So in the end, that was quite a crazy Friday, and I think it's fair to say that there's not really anything you can take from free practice 2. There were 4 red flags during that session. The first was caused by Jack Doohan. He ended up spinning at turn 1. The car just completely went on him, and he had a big impact with the barriers. The good news is that he was okay. He jumped out the car, so all good there. But it was a really big impact. It's unclear what caused it. Maybe it was the wind, maybe it was the car bottoming out. But yeah, a really big impact into the barriers, and there was a long red flag as a result. It was just over 20 minutes, I think. And then, the session got underway again. But then Fernando Alonso brought out the second red flag. He just took too much grass on entry into the corner and then ended up spinning out into the gravel. He got stuck, and as a result, the red flag was called as his car was recovered. And then 2 more red flags were called out because of grass fires, and it looked like the wind was just blowing the sparks from the car onto the grass, and the grass caught fire. So a pretty chaotic session there, and as a result, you can't take anything away from it. No teams did any long running, and then in terms of the quali sims, only a few drivers got laps. Not everyone did, and some drivers didn't get the best of the conditions. So yeah, as I say, there's nothing you can really take from FP2. So when you see the Red Bull Junior team right up there, and Max Verstappen only 8th and Yuki Tsunoda down in 18th, there is absolutely nothing to take from that at all based on the disruption during that session. And on top of that, Tsunoda didn't even get a chance to a quali sim. So if you want a more accurate picture of where Tsunoda may be, the best place to look is FP1, because that was a more representative session and there were no disruptions. Everything went along just fine. And Tsunoda did really, really well. He finished P6 in that session, just 1/10 behind Max Verstappen in P5. And considering that he's only just been called up to the Red Bull team, has only had 2 days in the simulator to prepare for this Grand Prix, that's really impressive to be that little behind Verstappen, and I'm sure there's more to come. There were suggestions that maybe Tsunoda was running a higher engine mode, but this theory was quashed by Red Bull team boss Christian Horner, who told Sky F1 they were both identical engine mode. I think that's a positive start for Yuki. He knows the circuit very well here. His feedback is very clear, very concise in the car. So, it's just the start of his journey with the team and plenty to get into. And despite a disrupted FP2, where, as I say, Tsunoda didn't even set a time, he still seems happy about how his weekend has gone so far, how he performed in FP1, and he also feels that there's more to come. Tsunoda said, "FP1 was better than expected, a good start for myself. In FP2, I didn't set a lap time, so I think lots of work to do. So far, overall, it's okay. I just have to build up a bit more confidence." Now, Red Bull have introduced a range of upgrades this weekend, and this includes revising the central exit aspect ratio of the engine cover, as well as introducing an enlarged exit duct with blanking options, and has a mild revision to the lower wishbone shroud and fairing into the rear wheel bodywork. And according to an FIA document, these changes revolve around shaping and calming the air as it flows over the rear of the car, reducing losses over the rear wing and beam wing setup. Still though, that Red Bull does look a bit of a handful out on track. You saw with Max Verstappen and Tsunoda, both of them were getting lots of snaps of oversteer. So there's definitely work to do for Red Bull, but as I say, a really strong start for Tsunoda, given his lack of preparation. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.